Providence Public Library closed on March 13th. We went home, which was, I think, a Friday, with the plan that, like everybody else in the country, sort of what's going to happen. We weren't sure how long we'd be working from home, how long the library would be closed, but it was clear that this was a very strange event. And so I think, probably within a few days of working from home the following week, given my role as curator of Rhode Island collections, started thinking about this is a historic moment and what do we do to document that?
When I first started thinking about this project, it was very much, I would say, from an oral history perspective. When Kate and I started talking, and also when I started talking to other colleagues of mine here at the Historical Society, that was when it sort of expanded beyond just the idea of oral history. And people really said, well, this is not just about oral history and potentially video. This is about photographs. This is about writing. This is about artwork. And we expanded the project so that it would really encompass any digital expression. The traditional role of the archivist, is to sort of ascribe meaning to things, interpret things, sort of obviously place some value, right? What do we save? What do we not save? What do we work hard to make accessible? What gets sort of thrown to the back of the queue, right? And I think very much so, archives are very rightly looking at that and looking at the fact that, well, who are we to make those decisions, right? By doing it kind of in real time, you really get to ask your community, well, what do you think is important?
One of my early favorite contributions that I've gone back to multiple times myself, just as a user of the site, is there's a set of videos by the artist Carrie King. They're based around this idea that she's a tap dancer. It's one of the things that she does. And she was trying to figure out, how can I maintain my tap dancing routines while I'm stuck in an apartment and I have neighbors who live below me who may not appreciate tap dancing.
We really wanted to make sure that we were doing very specific outreach to Latinx communities. And we also knew that the existing project team, were not the people who were equipped to do that. So we applied to the Humanities Council. They had a special program that came through CARES funding, and we hired a woman by the name of Yuseli Mendoza, and Yuseli came on board and was able to just reach all of these people that we weren't able to reach. She was able to really widen the kind of contributions that we had and speak on behalf of our project to people that we just weren't reaching otherwise.
The personal experience of going through something momentous is ultimately what is the humanities, right? It is what is the humanity of the moment. It's not just what are the medical statistics and what's the data that's coming out every day on the governor's site. As important as that is, it doesn't tell you what is it like for somebody who has lost a family member, or what is it like when somebody is scared that they, can't go back to work and their income is, really limited. Or what is it like to navigate getting unemployment when the state is also trying to figure out how to provide unemployment to this many people? I think all of those experiences are really what it is to think about the humanities. What is the humanity of this moment? And that's just what is the lived experience.